This life is so cruel. Life is so cruel. You spend so long, you don't know what you're fighting for anymore. So much distraction. They got you exactly where they want you. This is not me just complaining, not me begging for anything from you or from anyone. This is me simply expressing what you probably want to express, but don't have the guts because you worry about what someone else is gonna think. Life is cruel. You don't know what the fuck you're gonna do. Never seen me enough. Fuck. The cursing just makes me feel good. I know I'm not really a person who believes that you should be cursing or at least have a curse in every sentence, but it's just expressing myself. Probably what you want to express. Sometimes you have to curse. That's therapy. Talk therapy. Let it out. It wants to be heard. That's your shadow speaking. The more you suppress, the more resistance, the more stress, the more anxiety. Let it out. Fuck. Life is life, you see? I'm 37 years old. Nowhere near where I need to be. There's no real there. It's just that it's a lot of lack, a lot of flaws. And it seems like no end in sight. So it sucks. So life is life. It sucks only because there's no there. You don't know. You don't have the funds you want. You don't have this. You're not doing this yet. You're only getting older. You're dying slowly. You're alive and dead at the same time. At least according to Alan Watts. Psychology, right? So yeah, it all determines, just be honest with yourself. You're 37 years old, not working, hasn't worked in the last 5+ years. How am I supposed to feel good? They say, let it out, so talk to it. So here I am talking to you. There's no excuse. I'm not asking you for any advice. I'm not asking you for any help. It's just simply, maybe all I ask is an ear. Maybe he just wants to be heard. There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes just listen. It can help me and it could definitely help you. So sometimes just know how to listen. Let it out. So what? You don't have the funds you want. You don't have the house you want, the car you want. You feel like you're stagnant, like you're not going anywhere. You're standing still. And that feeling is valid. And understand it. Let it out. Speak. Let it express yourself. Let it out. There's nothing wrong with that. That's not the solution. It's just the beginning of solving it by accepting your truth. This is mostly about men. This is because I'm a man, obviously, expressing myself. So if I could help myself while helping another man, then let it be, and so be it. That's what this is for. Just listen. Don't judge. I'm not even have the comment available because people, that's all they know how to do. They get taught that their input really matters, that they want to judge, they want to comment, they want to guide you and all this. They can't even guide themselves. So just listen. Ears open. Take the advice, okay? That's all this is for, man or woman. And if you feel like shit, good. Maybe that's how you're supposed to feel at that moment. There's nothing wrong with that. If you feel like crying, cry. So why be a man? Cry. But I know you crying. I cry. I'm not perfect. I'm not saying I'm going to show you all my emotions, little by little maybe. Why? Because it's normal. It's nature. They teach you to hide all that. They teach you to hide it. They teach you to suppress it. They teach you to, this is wrong, this is right. I know you're crying. I know you're complaining. I know you don't feel good about where you're at. So what? There's nothing wrong with that. Let it out. Express yourself. Till next time, be a man and not the kind of man they tell you that you are. But you just heard me. So I was saying before, 37 years old. This is a man expressing himself. They say mental health matters, right? So that's me. You never see my green eyes? Look, without glasses, you can't see my little olive, dark green eyes, huh? Beautiful. That's how my wife fell in love. So when I take those glasses off, the rest was history. This is a man, 37 years old. haven't worked in the last 5 years. It's not out of laziness. It's simply mental health. That's all it is. Flaws, childhood trauma, neglect. So it's never that simple. It's actually complex. But simple meaning like you can at least identify those situations. You can identify the issues now. Dealing with them is a whole different story. It takes time. Everything is work in progress. Nothing is overnight. But it sure feels like everlasting. It feels like forever. That's why when you speak to these people and you even like, I remember last time I heard this was by Robert Williams, which is ironic because that's exactly what he did. He said that suicide was what is it? I mean, I might say it wrong. I don't know. Temporary solution. No, it was a permanent solution for a temporary problem. There you go. That makes more sense. And then look what happened. See, so it just shows you how you can, words is easy to talk, easy. We can all just easy talk and don't do this and don't do that and go here, don't go here. But guess what? Right here, it still drives you nuts. It could still guide you if you let it. It could still control you if you don't let it. If you don't identify the triggers, if you don't see yourself doing something or not doing something or you're not gonna see it coming. And I can only speak from my experience, strength, and hope. I've been sober for 4 years now, about 4 years. I have ADHD. I also deal with a lot of stuff, causes anxiety, bit of depression involved, a whole bunch of going on. So once again, this is just for you to listen. That's why there's no comment. There's no way, you know what it is? I'm not asking for advice. I'm not asking for your input. If I can help you, good. If you don't like what you're hearing or you think I'm bullshitting or you think it is all bullshit, keep it moving. There is no reason for you to, if you have a listening ear, if I could help you, you could listen. If you're going through this, because I know you are. If you're not, perfect. I know you're going through your own stuff. Maybe not what I'm going through, but if you are, then just listen. It's like I'm willing to listen to you or to other people. Don't just quickly to type. Just open your ears. Keep your mouth shut. So you got 2 ears, right? So you can listen more than you speak. Because you don't know anything, just like I don't know anything. For every piece of information you think you know, there's billions of pieces of information that you don't know. So let's wake up and let's move together. Like I was saying, I'm sober almost 4 years now. I have ADHD. I deal with, that's what causes my mental health. It deteriorated somewhat. I haven't worked in 5 years. One income, my wife. I do a lot. I take care of my child. I raise him. I take him to the park. I do everything that's under the book. I do chores. I do everything. You know, I look good. As you can see, I'm just kidding. I'm not, that doesn't even matter. I know I do, but that doesn't, whether I do or not for you, that's irrelevant. I'm just kidding. The point is, as long as I look good for my wife, that's all that matters. She likes what I have over here. She likes what I have down there. She's just satisfied with everything. Everything else is lined up. Finance is the key. That where I'm like this. And I need to get that shit together. I have no clue, no idea. I'm doing this. I'm not even doing this thinking that this is going to take off or anything. This is just me finding a way to express myself. Because if you let it bottle in here, it needs to be heard. It wants to come out. The more you suppress, the more resistance, the more you deny it, the harder it gets to deal with it. And it messes you up. It really fucks you up and it takes you in some dark places. You have some dark days. That shit is not a fucking joke. This is why I let it out. Speak. This is the conclusion of the previous videos, telling you so before you start judging, keep your mouth shut and listen. And I don't mean that, I mean that respectfully. If you are keeping your mouth shut and you're listening, good for you. If you're not, then do it, because guess what? You don't know what I'm going through. You don't know my life, you don't know me. I'm not unique. I'm just a speck of dust in this entire universe. Practically never happened, just like you. You're not important, you're insignificant. If no one ever told you, you're welcome. You mean nothing. And when I'm saying that, it's actually a good thing. It's the beginning of healing. It shows you that It's not that you're not nothing. Clearly you did happen. You're here. Even if it's a blink of an eye, you exist. You became part of the force of life. You're here. So you are something. The point is, I'm trying to show you, humble yourself. Don't think, look outside your window. Look at that pigeon. You are not more important than that pigeon. You're probably here because of that pigeon. Get it? So that pigeon is not more important than you, and you are not more important than that pigeon. Or that rat that you see crossing the street, or that raccoon, or that possum, or that skunk, or that fox, wherever you at. So just humble yourself and realize that the mind is it's a very complex organ. It's the reason why it's either misunderstood or not understood, or the lack of understanding. We're still here trying to, so I'm not unique. Everything I'm telling you, you probably heard before. You're probably going through it. It's just self-expression. It wants to be heard. Here we go. That's exactly my intentions. If I could help you, good. If I can't, that's fine. I'm here to help myself, help someone if I can. As I learn, I teach from myself. And this is the conclusion of the previous videos. Before you start judging on what I said about not working, not this. People are so close-minded right away. Lack of this, oh, he's lazy, ADHD. That's a big misconception. A lot of people, they call us lazy. It's not that. Read about it. Before you start talking, go on Google, Bing, wherever you at, and find out. What is ADHD? Why does this? Misconception. What are the autism versus ADHD? What are the misconceptions? What are the, the similarities? What are the differences? This is what it's for, educational. This is for, I have to keep moving. I have to find a way. I don't know what I'm going to do. Honestly, I'm 37 years old. I feel stuck. I feel very, as you can see, but this is how I feel better. Talk therapy, see? I go to therapy once a week for my mind. I go to therapy once a week. I try to eat as healthy as I can. I exercise as much as I can. Just even taking my son to school is about 4 miles a day. His school is about 0.9. I do that going and coming to take him, and going and coming to bring him. So that's about 4 miles. And that's just that. There's days where I do that and then some. Laundry. I walk to BJ's. That's like 5 miles on his own. So those days I'm doing 9-10 miles. You see? So exercise is key. ADHD, the 3 keys. Exercise, a lot of exercise, sleep right, eat right, and talk therapy. 4 things. Talk therapy. Let it out. It wants to be heard. It doesn't have to make sense. It wants to be heard. Let it out. Energy, frequency. Let someone else take it. You see? Who can handle it. If they can't, nature will. That's the reason why nature's still here. That's why we will be gone and it will still be here. Look outside your window. You see? So this is the conclusion of that. I said that like 3 times already. Till next time. Thank you for listening. Like, share, comment, whatever it is. Do your thing. Be free. Try to be focused on 1 second at a time, like I learned in AA. 1 second at a time. And when I say God, I don't mean the God you think. I mean nature, the force of life. That's my God. Existence, science, reasoning, logic. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. The courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Thank you.